Emergent is an AI vibe coding platform where you describe an app in plain English and it generates a full-stack web or mobile app, then lets you preview and deploy it. The pitch is that you get production-ready apps through conversation. What matters is not whether it can generate an app. A lot of tools can. It's how manageable it stays once you have to keep changing it and rely on it not breaking. Emergent isn't replacing coding. It's replacing the first few days of setup, the blank repo, the wiring of a backend, and the back and forth where you realize your idea has missing pieces. It's closer to having a junior dev who can generate a lot of scaffolding fast, but you still have to specify what correct looks like. You're not avoiding work here. You're just trading coding for explaining, checking, and fixing because the job becomes guiding the AI and correcting it instead of writing the code yourself. What you should understand is that this is not the only way to make money online. If you're a beginner looking to acquire real, high-income generating skills, make sure to see the description of this video for my top recommended alternative and compare your options. It's always a good idea to see what else is out there. So, go take a look and thank me later. Anyway, if you already know what you want, and you can explain it cleanly, Emergent is built to move fast. It's aimed at people who want something real enough to deploy, not just a design mock. The platform positions itself as full stack, and the App Store listing explicitly calls out web apps, landing pages, internal tools, and SaaS-style products. However, if your idea is fuzzy, you'll burn time in back-and-forth prompt revisions, and in a credit system. That's the difference between a cheap experiment and something that turned out way more expensive than you anticipated. Most people think the hard part is writing clever prompts. It isn't. The hard part is making small, controlled changes so the AI doesn't start rewriting parts of the app you didn't ask it to touch. If you keep requesting big changes in one go, different features start affecting each other, and things that work suddenly stop working. Then you're stuck figuring out what the AI actually changed. The job becomes keeping each change small so you can test it before moving on. Also, don't forget to see the description of this video for my top recommended alternative to see what it can do for you, especially if you're a beginner looking to make real money online. Go take a look and thank me later. This runs on a credit system, and that directly affects how you work. Every request costs usage, so you stop casually trying ideas and start thinking through instructions before sending them. Normally, when building software, you test things freely and undo mistakes quickly. Here, misunderstandings cost both time and usage. If the AI misreads your request a few times, you spend part of your monthly allowance just correcting it instead of improving the app. So the process becomes slower and more deliberate. You plan changes first, then execute, because trial and error is no longer cheap. Publishing the app isn't the end of the process. Keeping it online continues to use credits. That means even finished projects take part of your monthly usage just by existing. So you start deciding which apps deserve to stay alive and which ones should be taken down. Small tools you normally would leave running become something you monitor because they compete with your building budget. The preview mostly shows if the main flow works. Real usage is different. People press buttons quickly, repeat actions, lose connection mid-action, reopen the app, or return later with half-saved data. When that happens, you're the one figuring out what went wrong. The AI can suggest fixes, but only based on what you describe. So you have to recreate the problem, explain it clearly, and confirm the fix didn't break something else. So the work shifts from creating features to tracking down behavior problems once real users interact with it. These are the things you should know about upfront before deciding if an app builder like this is worth your time or not. That's it for this one. Don't forget to see the description for my top recommended beginner-friendly alternative. Hit that like button and subscribe if you want more reviews that explain what using these tools is actually like. And leave your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next one.